Hello. Sorry we're a bit late today.
Oh, hi guys.
It was me leaving everything to the last minute, suddenly realising I hadn't eaten. I was not getting a bucket of gin. Thank you, Tom. Jen, why is it International Tea Day, not International Gin Day?
Because I'm fantastic.
Hey, Kaz, what time is it there? You know, I'm always fascinated with what time it is. Little Sparrow, hello. International Me Day. Is that Me Day or ME Day?
It's me, because my name is TTK.
Oh.
You see, and it's Tea Day. It's very funny.
Hey, Renee.
It's not as funny as the
Debs.
pictures
Hello,
of
Emily.
buckets that Shorts has sent me privately
Oh,
after having talked about your gin bucket.
Oh, thank you. Shorts. You're not big, funny or clever either. Hey, Rachel. Well, I've got some news about Stitch Kit in a minute, but there's something I'm going to have to ask Rachel to clarify. So it's a good job. I just had a hope Rachel's going to be here because I thought I had it all worked out.
Yeah.
But now I've
So
looked
you've
at the
got
website
news,
and
but
I've
you
got
don't know what the
confused
news
again.
is.
No, I do know, and it's really good. It's funny, it's exciting. But I've said hello to Jan and hello B, working and lurking. Hello to Susie if you're working and lurking as well. And Linda. And Carol! Carol's first again. Carol definitely gets the prize for being the most often earliest bird.
Yeah.
We'll be in the kitchen with Carol while she's making bread and muffins for the week. Oh, nice. Ooh. Right, I'm going to go back down to the beginning here. Hello, Kingdom's SMP Minecraft realm. That's a long word. I'm going to call you King for short. That's a new name to me. Hello. Oh, Shorts. Hello, Karen. Karen's our newest channel member.
This channel. Oh, exciting.
Yes, yeah. She just joined the channel. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. It was yesterday when I noticed. Thank you, Karen.
Yeah.
Hi, Leah. Hi, Jenny. Right, I'm gonna unhide myself. Hang on. 1 moment, please. There we go. Hello.
Your son changed your channel name. That's fantastic.
I can't hear you very well, Tom. Have I got your volume down again?
I was talking fairly quietly.
Oh, were you?
You've probably also turned me down though, because you're very
probably
rude.
because I usually do. You look the same as me on my audio levels down here. Me getting all technical.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my son changed my YouTube name. Seriously. So your son has called you Kingdom's SMP in Minecraft realm. Do we normally know you as something else? King for short. Love that. How old is your son? That's the kind of thing Tom would do to me, to be fair, isn't it, Tom?
No, I'd just make my own channel.
He's 12. He's quite funny, but nevertheless I need to figure out and change it back. That is quite funny. Hi, Gemma. He's probably right.
You love Minecraft, Gemma.
He's probably right to make your name something that isn't necessarily your full name. Like, I'm just my full name on YouTube, and I really shouldn't be. I should change it. You know, if you want to be really, safety conscious. But what gets confusing to me, I've said so many times, is when I know people as like 3 different names on 3 different platforms, and I don't always put them together. He's a brat. I think it's very much the kind of thing Tom would have done to me when he was 12. In fact, would still do so now that he's 42. 42?
No,
41, nearly. Sorry.
I doubt this is an intentional doing it to annoy her so much as changing the name, I think, is it was doing something to do with Minecraft. So it's not at all the kind of thing I would do.
Well, he should have his own.
I would just have my own account.
He probably can't have his own YouTube account at his age, I suppose, can he? Yeah. Hey, Ammo. It's perfect pastimes is Ammo. Hey, Lorraine. Hello. Very excited about seeing Kaz's name. There, anybody that doesn't know, Kaz is in Australia, and she's actually coming over to England in August so that she can come to the bazaar event. I am so excited about that. And I've actually extended my stay by a couple of days so we can have a bit more time. Everybody. He did it to watch videos and comment for himself. Oh, right, he's now allowed social media. Or maybe you meant he's not allowed social media. Don't want to corrupt his little mind. Yeah, social media is a minefield for youngsters.
It's awful.
Yeah, there's this kind of pressure to allow them to have it, but I'm glad we didn't have it when I was a kid. You know, things were difficult enough growing up without all that pressure. Hey, Mandy. That's my sister Mandy. We've got a couple of Mandys in here. That's my sister Mandy. Yeah, Georgia how could Georgia be 40? Yeah, I hadn't seen you in the lives for a while, Lorraine. It's a bit of a difficult time for some people, isn't it? I know. Yeah. Hey, Alison. Oh, yeah, school pickup duty. Yeah, we're a difficult time for that too, aren't we? Those years are so far behind me. I know some, obviously, a lot of people my age are on school pickup again with grandchildren, but I haven't got that. So I'm going to be knitting today. Oh, it sounds itching my nose. I'll tell you what, my room behind me is such a blimmin' heap. You cannot see it from here, thank goodness. Because I've had my sewing machine set up. You can see it there. That's on the table that's usually here where I have my keyboard. I literally have... I couldn't even get my second light up here today because there just isn't room for it to fit on the floor.
No room for a light stand.
God, no. I have got to show you the clock. If anybody that was here last week, the clock I started last week and didn't even manage to stick all the cogs on before it was time to finish. Just making enough space here to get to what I need to get to. Hang on. Bear with. So this was the kit that Karen sent me. I can't tip it up completely. The indigo blue mixed media kit to make the clock. And I started sticking the cogs on last week. I finished it, except for the hands, because unfortunately it turned out they'd sent me the wrong hands. I had to get you to try it, didn't I, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Because let's go down, put this here now. I thought it was just me being thick or something, or not giving it enough welly, but they're the wrong ones. But to their credit, I got in touch. I sent them an email on Sunday afternoon. Monday morning I got a reply, and they're a very small company. I got a reply Monday morning really apologising and saying they'd send me a replacement set, and then I got another email saying there's only 2 of them, they're doing their best, they're a little bit behind, apologies if there's any delay, like later that day. And then just yesterday I got a thing saying it had been dispatched by 48-hour tracked delivery. I think that's pretty good. So other than the hands, which I finished but won't fit, which is frustrating, this is what I've ended up with.
Yes, I suppose a clock without hands is just...
It's just a
circle
thing, isn't it? Hang on, let me go. That so you can see. I think maybe I need to pull the camera up a little bit. Hang on. I can only do that digitally. I suppose I could do it manually, but that's better.
Okay.
So yeah, this is what I ended up with. I did film the whole process. But it's a really long video. So I don't know how many people will bother to watch all of that. It's like over an hour. But yeah, I had a lovely time doing this. This lighting isn't showing it very well, actually, but you can see how that MDF that I started off with last time, that's what's left of it. After applying a whole load of different finishes and things, that's how it ended up. Yeah.
Now it's turned into a free stencil to make gear shapes on things.
Well, I did think about that, but I'm trying to be tough with myself and not keep so much stuff now. So once we get the hands and we make sure that this is working properly as a clock, it's frustrating it won't quite fit in. Oh, that's the hands gone. Don't know why I thought the other way around would be any better. Once we've established that that's all working and everything, I am going to do that as a giveaway probably the next monthly live. But yeah, I just want to make sure it's working first. Pardon?
I think since you're going to be there, Jackie's spelling of the Bazaar event is probably
did you
more
put
accurate.
bizarre? We're going to make
it's
bizarre
going to be a bizarre event.
We're going to do a bizarre bonkers quilt, community quilt. let's go back. I missed a few people, a few comments of me. Grandgirlies. Kaz's internet is lagging. Mine went off altogether earlier on. I had to reconnect, so I'm glad it happened like an hour ago rather than now. Yeah, I'm so excited, Kaz. I mean, I don't know how many of us. There's around. It's around 10 of us that I definitely know of that have booked and everything and have let me know they've booked. But there are, hopefully there are other people that just, have booked but haven't let me know. Sadly, Annette in Sweden was really hoping to come. She'd actually booked, but ended up having to cancel it because she couldn't get annual leave from work, which is a shame.
Yeah.
But I said to her, there's always next year, so.
And she gets to be in Sweden, which is a much better country.
Yes. Sure, she could always come over and be the Swedish representative instead, if you like.
You could.
He will laugh himself silly, yeah, he will. He'll enjoy that. Oh, I know. Jackie, you can always send me your little snippet to go on the quilt, remember. Would you like to see a sneaky peek, actually, guys, of what Viviana in the States... Oops. There's a slight possibility that Viviana might come over. They do travel a lot, but they were going to have a quiet year this year, she said. But oh shit, did I just show an address then? I might have done.
Not sure. I'll have a look.
I hope not. It's gone now anyway. It's gone now. I'll have to check afterwards and not let this go out, not let this publish if there's an address there. So
you showed an unusable amount of address.
Oh, that's okay then. Phew. Thanks, Tom.
You showed what looks like USA.
Oh, that's okay. I've already said USA, so that'll be all right. Yeah, I love that crackle effect. I really enjoyed it. Happy Wednesday. Hey, Kerry. Drinking tea and eating hobnobs. Well, apparently, Jen says it's International Tea Day. Here, it's always International Gin Day. Actually, I'm coffeeing at the moment. But
yeah, in that room.
Just making sure I haven't missed any.
Sometimes it's International Jola Taxi Day.
Sat with my feet up, drink a peach snap, sat by my side and watching one of my favourite YouTubers.
Nice.
It's bliss. Oh,
who
lovely.
Are you watching?
I'm glad to be part of your antidote to mayhem. Hey, Andrea. Oh, maybe I need to put the warnings out a little bit earlier. It's a difficult balance, really, because you don't want to keep telling people, so people get fed up with it. And you don't want to do it too soon, because if anybody's like me, they got time to forget. So,
yeah.
August.
Yeah, see, Mandy knows you're a drunk.
Shorts. It's August the 16th actually, but well, I mean, any time around then, because I'm going to extend it out to like a long weekend. But Tom's not coming for the bazaar event, but we could always get together afterwards. That'd be really good, wouldn't it, Tom?
Yeah. Back
in Norwich, we've got places to stay near here as well. In your house, Annie. In my house, what, Mandy?
It's always gin o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did think about putting gin o'clock on the front of that clock, actually. It sounds like Jan's made a piece to go. So the idea is, with this, that we're going to be making a bonkers quilt where everybody can sit and stitch with us for a little while, do a little bit of stitching, a lot of stitching, whatever they like. Or if they can't be there in person, they can send a little patch, a little snippet, or a little motif that I will stitch onto the quilt for them. So like Annette, now that she can't come, she hasn't got time to do a little patch in time. She's overcommitted. So what I've suggested is, because she sent me lots of little bits of fabric before, like with swaps, and I know where they are, they're with my swap books. So I'm going to get a couple of her little pieces of fabric from Sweden, and some of that she made me some hand-dyed, like variegated sewing threads, embroidery threads, and I'll stitch it on with them. you know, and I'll make a little patch for her. But if you're watching and you do want to send in a little piece to have stitched on the quilt, so that you're there with us in spirit, if you can't be there with us in person, you can send it to me. Obviously I can't give my address here or put it in the description box, but there's my link trees in the description box. I think a lot of the people who are here in this chat will already, I've swapped with, so they've already got my address, but in my link tree is my email. If you email me, I will let you know where to send the pieces. This is a piece that Viviana in the States has already sent. As I say, it may turn out she's here in person and can stitch it on herself, but I've done a video opening this, but I'm a bit behind getting my opening videos out, so you're getting a sneaky peek, guys.
Yeah, she's been a bit lazy recently, guys. She's been sat around doing nothing all day.
I have had a few lazy days. I had to. Look at
It's not
this.
true, though, is it?
Look at that. How beautiful is that?
That's very good, isn't it?
Yeah. Give you a bit of a close-up. Gorgeous. She does these amazing underwater scenes. Some of it, she's working on a really massive piece at the moment, like the size of a wall kind of piece at the moment. And yeah, so you could send a piece this size in a shape, or it could just be a random shape or a square, or just, you know, when people, I call it snippets, when people just layer up little scraps of fabric, layer them up together and stitch them together. It could just be something like that. Viviana's put this on a large piece of fabric with her signature there, so probably what I'll do is cut that a little bit smaller, stitch it onto the quilt with some stitching around it, and then other pieces will come. I won't let them go over the heart, but other pieces will come over there, and I'm just going to let it kind of grow organically depending on what people stitch on, and then I'll take it home, finish the quilt, and we'll be auctioning it for charity via eBay. Hopefully in time for Christmas. I would say I'll make a patch, but
well, if you're auctioning it for charity, I don't think the rude words that I'd
no rude words. No rude words. Thank you very much, young man.
Everyone, tell me what word I should use in chat.
I've got to.
What's your favourite YouTube-friendly rude word?
There isn't a YouTube-friendly
when you're not allowed to swear,
word.
What's your favourite replacement swear word?
Oh, it is gorgeous, man. You should see some of her other work, seriously. The piece she sent me for just because one, I could show you that as well. There's some other surprises in there. I don't want to show them all because I've got videos coming up, don't I? But look at this one. This is for me. How beautiful, isn't it?
Nice.
All made out of tiny...
I don't think I said hi to Jackie 2. Hi, Jackie 2.
Hi, Jackie 2. I don't think I did either.
Rude.
See if there's anyone else I missed there. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Sue. 00 Sue. So yeah, this is made out of, you can see if you look closely, tiniest little scraps of silks and things, the kind of things you get in the bazaar packs. Yeah. Just love the way I like the stitch that she's used over the top to create the scales.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more you see, the more you look, the more you see with this kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Anyway, there's a video coming up where I'm having a closer look at that. Oh, so very excited about that whole thing. We'll have 2 quilts on the go, or we'll have 2 available, because I don't know how many people are going to want to sit and stitch at the same time. I think we'll have a couple of tables, but don't know. We'll put it all on one if that works, but if we need to spread over 2, we'll do 2. And if it's 2, Marion, who's going to be helping me at the event, will take the other one home, and we'll each finish one. And Viviana asked if it was going to be auctioned kind of internationally. eBay do this function where you can just nominate one of the charities that's registered with them, and so obviously it's going to cost more postage if it's sent internationally, but
yeah.
Hey, Liz. Oh. Hey, Ruthie. Miss Ruthie, I think. So, the other
Good
thing
luck,
to
Gemma.
catch up on, hang on, let me put my coffee out the way. I do not want to spill coffee on this. While I'm fiddling about with this, let us know in the chat what you're working on this afternoon, if anything. If you're only working on a cup of tea and a couple of hobnobs or a piece of cake, then let us know that. Remember, you can share pictures in the live stream follow along if you're in our Discord community, and then we'll go and have a look. Usually we have a look a couple of times during the stream, don't we?
Yeah. Got some excellent words coming in.
The internet's
Poop, crikey,
buffering.
calling people duck egg. Nice.
Duck egg. Cross-stitch leopard that someone asked you to complete as their dad started it but sadly passed away. Oh, it's a lovely thing to do. A lady came into the craft shop I was working in a while back after I retired, and I just worked there part-time for a bit. And she was telling me she was looking for some specific colours that she was short of. But her father was really into cross-stitching and, really got quite into it. And he'd got all his threads organised, all on cards and everything in these lovely containers and what have you. And, yeah, she was finishing some of his pieces and needed some extra colours. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do to finish it up. I don't know if other people have heard of it or not, but there's a charity organisation called Loose Ends, which I've joined, but I haven't had anything come away yet. But the idea is it's international. You can find them if you just type in Loose Ends, you'll find them. And you sign up with them, let them know what crafts you're happy to take on, and then they connect you with people who contact them who've got unfinished projects that their loved ones have started and been unable to finish, possibly because they've passed away or they've become unable to finish them. And so, you get the satisfaction of finishing the project, and they get that, a nice kind of keepsake. They get that project finished that their mum or their gran or their dad or whoever had started. I think it's a lovely idea. Well, I signed up months ago and I haven't had any sniff of anything come my way, but it just depends on how many people in your area are.
Yeah, they probably watched a couple of your streams and thought, she's not finishing anything.
Give her a wide berth, yeah.
Yeah.
You're horrible to
She'll
me,
waffle
Tom.
on in front of it for a while.
It's horrible
to
me. All clearing things out of your attic. That's a big job. You go for it, Lorraine.
You can
I'd
do
join
it.
You if I could.
We believe in you.
Ruthie is starting work on a mummy doll. Ooh, with that weird cream, stretchy, meshy fabric. That's a good way to use some of it. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that, Ruthie. Yeah, she'd got this an enormous roll. It looked meters and meters of this kind of a stretchy, quite an open mesh type of fabric. And she put a photo on the Facebook group, didn't you? Asking if anybody knew what it was or had any ideas what to do with it. I did wonder if you could try some of those filet embroidery techniques that I found in the old Golden Hands book, but I don't know if being stretchy would work very well for that. Lots of trouble. Otherwise, I'd have tried to scrounge a bit from you. But the mummy doll sounds like really good. And it looked too open mesh to use it as the fabric for the body of the doll. But for something like the bandages and stuff, when you're going to do layers and layers, I just think that'd work really well. I'm so behind on the chat here.
Yes, you're terrible. Doing
a hallway diorama. Ooh, you've done the kitchen, bathroom and bedroom. Ooh, I never look at the X, Twitter, whatever it is. I never think of people sharing things like that on there. Join the Facebook group, Jackie, if you haven't already, and you can show me on there. Or Discord. Even better, really. Yeah. Discord's smaller and friendlier. I've got nothing against the Facebook, per se, really, but and our group, of course, is lovely. But I don't really do Facebook other than our group and a couple of groups of people that I follow, Tori and Christine's I follow, but stitch kits. But I don't do Facebook on a personal level at all anymore. Hayley, hello. Did I say hello to Hayley before? This is all kitted up and he's attached a needle. Right. Wow, that is organised. Maybe that's a man thing then, because this lady that I met at the craft shop, her dad was just the same. I think she must have shown me photos or actually brought in the containers, because I have a very vivid picture of them in my mind. Yeah, and it was lovely that she was going to finish them. And he'd said something to her about he'd got it. I think he'd said he'd got it all nice and organised for her because he knew that she would have to finish it off, which is a bit, you know.
Yeah.
They paused on taking. Oh, what? They didn't have a backlog here in Norfolk.
Well, they did.
It's a lovely idea, though. They didn't. They were just avoiding me, like we say. Shut up! I'm not asking you. Jen's going for a mosaic blanket. That sounds interesting. I want to see pictures in the thingy. We'll have a look in the thingy room in a minute.
Yes, there's lots of stuff in there already.
Knitting and watching tennis. Oh, it's tennis time of year. Quilt maths. Oh, one thing I used to dread, I think we all did, working in the craft shop, was someone coming in and asking for help with their working out how much fabric they needed for their quilt borders and things. Oh, I can work it out. I don't like doing it under pressure with someone talking at me, and you know. Bill, that'd be good, Ruthie. Oh, there's a big art group on Twitter X. I love how this doesn't get called X, does it? It gets called Twitter X.
Because X is a stupid name.
Wow, and you've got over 7,000 followers on there. I think of Instagram for that kind of thing, but I don't think of Twitter or X for that kind of thing. I stopped doing Instagram as well. I just couldn't keep up with all social media stuff. And you realise you're spending more time keeping up with what everybody else is doing and posting pictures of what you're doing than you are actually doing. Do you think, oh, something's got to change here? Hey, Rhonda. Hi. So, right. Another thing I've been catching up on this week is my my May stitch kit box. Let me show you how I'm getting on. It's a bit more impressive than last time. Although what with making clocks and a couple of other secret projects that I've been working out, I haven't done as much on this as I might have done, but here we go.
Well, I mean, you've done a lot, but you've then undone it another 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have. I have undone it a few times as well. Can you see?
You knitted 5 jumpers worth.
I'm very pleased with it. I love the colour and the texture of it. Yeah, it's really nice. Really happy with it. So, yeah, and I've got another. So this is for anybody that hasn't seen it before. This is the jumper I'm knitting. This is the pattern that came in the kit. This all came in the kit as well. The flexible needles. Where's my other size needles gone? Uh-oh.
Lost them.
There they are. These as well. And I've still got those 2 balls, 2, 4, 6, 8 more balls in there. So I think for the size that I'm doing, I will end up with leftovers for sure.
Well, one would hope so.
So I might get round to doing a bit of that in a minute. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know if I just keep getting one blimmin' lurgy after another, or if I still haven't really shaken off, you know, that one. And I got that rash back, which I won't show you because it's gruesome.
So you're just weak.
Weak-willed.
Yeah.
Hey, Snoppy, if I said hello to Snoppy. Mosaic crochet. Mosaic crochet is definitely something I want to have a go at. Maybe not at the moment, because I've too many other things going on. But yeah, I love the look of it. Mandy's dog sitting. Oh, George is on set in St Ives. Is that still Beyond Paradise she's filming? Trying to do some pen and ink. Oh, is your are your grippy hands any better, Mandy? than they were. Right, have I caught up with... Thank you, Liz. It's lovely. It's going to be a really nice one to wear. And it is plenty, although I went down 2 sizes from what I was going to knit. You can see, if I go to full screen a minute, hang on.
Yeah, hang on.
Even that's not big enough. But you can see it's going to be plenty big enough. That's the back. That's half the back. Yeah, it's going to be plenty big enough.
Oh, yeah.
So I have got, hang on, news about Stitch Kit, which I said I'd mention during this live because I know some of the people that watch might be interested. But I hope Rachel is still going to be about because I might get it wrong, and also there's one thing I'm confused about. So we get it straight in my head. So this is basically what they send me every month is the Craft of the Month kit, and it could be any of the needlework kind of disciplines that they offer. Last month, so and I've had a real mixture because I've had a sock box, I've had embroidery, I've had crochet, a couple of crochet ones, I had a patchwork one. This time it was crafting, and we've had crafting for children, and for the crafting for children I had a knitted bunny, but it could have been, you can choose for it to be any of the disciplines that they cover, so it's always really, really flexible. Last month was crafting for men, so this was going to be a man's jumper for Tom or John, but neither of them wants to wear a jumper, so it's for me. Hang on, sip of coffee, my throat's going. But they've changed things up a little bit. So what they've said is that, I'm just making sure I'm up to date with the... Hey, that's another Jackie. Hey, Tim Bob. We got 3 Jackies in here under different names.
I was catching up with the Sues.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, Andy. Louise made a bag from jeans. Oh, pick in Discord. We'll have a look in a mo. Yeah, we got to do some of that, Kaz, definitely. Don't let me forget to look in Discord in a minute. So what they've said is that they've stopped doing the discount code. So when I get this next box, will arrive next week, the one for June. There won't be a discount code in it. Because apparently they were getting some feedback that people were having problem using the discount codes. So what they've done is they've taken the discount off the price anyway, so that 10% discount you were getting is kind of already included. I mean, to be honest, even before you had the 10% discount code, I always found they added up to way over the cost of the box. Extremely good value. Incidentally, in case anybody thinks that I am not being paid to say any of this. I just genuinely think they're brilliant. They're just brilliant. I mean, they do send me the box.
Believe in the product enough to do it.
Yeah, I just think they're fabulous. I think they're brilliant boxes, really well thought through. They're custom made, for literally put together for each person according to your dislikes, likes, preferences, what you enjoy doing, what your skill level is, what colours you like,
allergies.
Whatever. Pardon?
Allergies.
Allergies, yeah, if you've got any, yeah. And they're just such good value. I wouldn't sit here and recommend them otherwise. But they were giving us a 10% discount code. What they've done now is just apply that to the box. So hang on, do you know what? I put the email up because I knew I'd forget something. Hang on. Okay. Said all that. Okay, we have this is what they said to me. We have decided to offer the Craft of the Month boxes, so that's the ones you see me using. It'll be different every month, in 3 different price points every month, so that all customers can afford a Craft of the Month box. So you pick your price point, basically. So the new price points will be $27.50, $49.50 and $71.50. That would be a real treat, wouldn't it? That would be one to get as a gift for someone else, I reckon.
Yeah.
So these will be available to order for the current month and also as a pre-order for the following month. Right. then now this is I think this is the exciting part. As we have some of your customers buying the box every month, well, not really my customers, my community people.
Got a call, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, see in a bit. He's got an appointment. Buying the box every month, we wanted to be able to offer them an extra saving. To do this, we've set up a Craft of the Month subscription, so customers can choose to purchase a subscription at any time during a month. They'll get all their boxes together in time to kind of basically open them up and craft along with me, basically. And the subscriptions will be better value. So their price points will be £25, £45 and £65. So that definitely makes sense. I mean, that's more than a 10% saving, isn't it? 2, 5. Yeah, certainly on that higher price point one. I can't do maths. The subscribers would also have a chance to win a prize in their next box every month. So, that is... Oops, no, wrong thing. Hang on, that's where I'm going. So that is all really exciting. But I went and looked at the Stitch Kit website earlier on, and this is where I'm hoping that Rachel is still about, because I could see that you had got them up, the Craft of the Month boxes, with my little logo thing on so that people can spot which ones they are. But what I couldn't see was if you wanted to, can you still get the May box? And because they're not labelled pre-order, they're not labelled May, June or pre-order now, so I'm a little bit confused, but it might be that they haven't finished updating the website. What I would say is if you do want to do any of those things and you've got any questions, don't ask me because I clearly don't know. But there's a contact thing on their website, so you can email them and they're really helpful. So that's what I would do, but Rachel might be in the background, might be able to let us know. I love Stitch Kit. I got a year's subscription bought for me and I've tailored it so many times I'm sure they get fed up with me. No, that's what that's their service, isn't it? And I don't know any other company that does that. I honestly don't. To have a box like completely tailor-made for you like that, you know. So I mean, like with the Crafting for Men one last month, you could have tailored that so that you didn't have knitting or crochet, you got something else instead, you know. Yes, you can get the pre-order and the May box at the moment. So Rachel, if you wanted to get the pre-order for June or the current May box, what would you do? Okay, there are 2 Annie products on our website. One is a subscription and one is one-off boxes. So if you want either the June or the May box, you would go to the one-off box and then you get the chance to choose May or June. Is that what it is? I only had time to quickly look and I could see they were there, but I could see there were only 2 and I thought, oh, I'm sure if you actually go on there it'll become obvious. Did I explain all that right, Rachel? I more or less read what you sent me, but I was quite excited to see my little logo on there. I'm quite excited to see what they're sending for next month because I have no idea. It could be anything. I'm happy to have a go at any kind of needlecraft thing, so do any kind of craft or art really. There's not much they could send me that I would think, oh no. Rachel puts a lovely message in every box. Yeah, it's completely... you must work so hard, Rachel, putting all those together. Select a one-off box product and choose between the price points. Okay. It says quick, standard, luxury, pre-order. Quick, pre-order, standard, pre-order... Okay, yeah, it'll be... So if I'd have actually had time to go in there and look properly, it would have been obvious. Yeah. I don't think you've gone international, have you, Rachel? But I know you did say a while back that you were kind of looking into it. Obviously, I mean, postage is going to be more, isn't it? But having said that, you know, people do get subscription kits from overseas. I know a lot of people have Scaller Box overseas. A lot of people have the Artful Box used to go all over the place. All of those other kind of arts and crafts. Not arty-farty as in nothing to do with me. But yeah, generally arty-farty subscription boxes do go all over the world. So sometimes, you know, the box is tempting enough that you don't mind paying the postage. Not yet, it's the postage costs. Yeah. Yeah. Like I say though, Rachel, a lot of these subscription companies do, you know, the makers also send overseas. I know Christine in Australia has those. Yeah. Oh, and I know your boxes can be quite heavy, and they are huge. I mean, this is this is the size of the box. This isn't an unusual one. The boxes are always that big, and they're usually stuffed, aren't they? But yeah, I guess, you know, maybe if the option could be available, if people don't, you know, people can see what the postage is going to cost. If they don't want to pay that, they won't order it, will they? Hey, Kathy. Kathy, aren't you in Australia as well? Am I getting that wrong? I ought to try and do a bit of knitting now. And now I've got to try and remember where I was up to. I usually write myself an arrow now to show where I'm up to. 102, I've got... Okay, right, I'm on 1. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, there have been some political changes, haven't there? So, yeah. I think from what I've heard, some companies also struggle with sending things either right with, like Bazaar, for example, they're sending to US and Canada now, and Australia and New Zealand, but I don't think, I've got a feeling they're not sending to Europe. I think Europe has been a bit problematic for some companies, and from what I've heard. I can't remember exactly what I heard, but yeah, which is a shame. You know, it was easier when we were part of Europe, wasn't it? Okay, right. This is quite unwieldy now. See how much I've done. Shall we have a look at while Tom's busy on his appointment? It all feels very quiet when he's not here. I'm trying not to panic because I know Tom's not there, and if anything goes wrong. Shall we have a look at the live stream follow along room before I get stuck in? Where did I get to before? I remember looking at that picture of Kerry's cat in her art trolley. There's Snoppy's amazing suitcase all finished. Let's start. I think that was about the last thing I looked at, I think. Right, hang on. Going over to Discord for a peek now. I got it. I got this. Oh. I'll tell you what, if Tom stops being available on Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'm gonna... Oh. Hang on. I'm gonna go here now. Okay, so... Why is that doing that? I don't know why that's doing that. Bear with. So here we go. This was, I think this is one of the last bits we looked at last time. This is Snoppy's like storage suitcase all finished. Absolutely beautiful job you've done of that, Snoppy. I love it. She's going to be using that as a special kind of memento container. Gorgeous. And that was an indigo blue kit as well, wasn't it? I believe. Same as my steampunk clock I was just showing. And here was what Purple Poppy Claire was working on. I can see your toes down there as well, Claire. Wow. Oh, this looks interesting. Can I go big un? Can I big un? Yes. Oh, there's a lot to look at here. I love it. What's the story behind all the different pieces on this? Are you just picking an eclectic mixture, or have they all got... It looks like there's lots of memories here. I love it. All the Suffolk puffs down there. There's hearts up here, bits of patchwork. Oh, that is going to be another bonkers quilt, I reckon. Beautiful. Claire is here, wasn't she, I think? It was a kit from Indigo Blue, but you used your own papers. Ha! So one of these envelopes was one you sent me. That you've repurposed. Yes, I use and reuse envelopes and boxes, subscription kit boxes and things over and over again as much as I can. Love that. How have you got that effect? Is that, it must be on paper. It must be stenciled with I love that kind of almost chalky effect against that grey. That looks really pretty. Are these for sending your swaps off in, Snoppy? Ha! This is beautiful. You are doing some lovely art journaling at the moment, Jackie. Having your arm out of use has got you started on this, didn't it? Silver lining and all that. Very pretty. Love the way that's all layered. Beautiful. Okay, I think that was actually all last time, and now we're coming to the new bit. So 00 Serious End is one of my favourite people to watch doing mermaid. Well, I won't click on that now then, because then it will start the video playing. Oh, I'll have a look at that. Oh, James Burke. Is it James Burke? Yeah. Oh, lovely. I haven't watched him for a long time, actually. We were talking about crafting for men or crafting by men last week. There's Jan, Luna Lapid. Oh, my friend Trina's made some of these. They're so adorable, aren't they? They're absolutely adorable. And they have a look of being like they could have been made 50 years ago, you know. They have that old-fashioned look in the best possible way. So pretty. Love the little outfits always. And they have whole books just of their outfits and accessories, don't they? Hey, Viviana, I was just showing you a fish. I gave people a little sneaky peek. There's a video coming out soon anyway where I'm opening it, but I gave people a little sneaky peek at the hearty fish that you sent me for the quilt. Painted macrame, acrylic paint, and stencil with a white ink pad. Oh, I got one of those. To be fair, I've probably got most arty crafty things, haven't I? Here's one of Luna Lapin's friends, Clementine the cat. Oh, I think it's the little outfits that are so adorable. Is that all done out of like a wool felt, Jan? Cool, my computer's making a lot of noise. Hope it's not about to conk out. If I suddenly disappear, my computer's got hot and bothered. Oh, look at these. Oh, they're adorable. Look at his little face, and I love the scarf. The little backpack with a dolly in. Oh, what? It's so sweet. So this is Evie and the Bear from the book The Little Traveller by Simone Gooding. Oh. So they were mostly by machine. Cool. You're better on a machine than I am. Hang on, what am I missing in the chat? Yeah, reusing packaging. Yeah. Oh, I was quite impressed with somebody sent me something recently. I can't remember what it was now. Was it you, Lorraine? Was it you that sent me something? Was it you that sent the not here, it's downstairs. The needle sharpener thing. I think it was. Yes. Because I was so impressed because the packaging was turned inside out. It was like some sort of pill packet, wasn't it? Turned inside out. Yeah, Strepsils box, that's it. Yeah. I thought, genius. Yes, it is wool feel. It is a nice feel, that, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, you're really getting into this art journaling, Jackie, aren't you, again? Love these. You've been really prolific. You're going to run out. You're going to need another journal. Did you get some downloadable sort of collage packs to use for these? I love that one. That's one of my favourites. I love the ladies. I also love vintage cars like that, and I'm not a car person, but I love those, and vintage caravans. I love them too. Oh, those are lovely, Jackie. I bet you're really glad you got into them, into doing that again. I found when I was doing that steampunk kit that Snoppy sent, it really reminded me how much I enjoy doing the mixed media stuff. 2 more, hang on. I love it. And
guess who's back? It's this guy.
I didn't panic at all.
Liar.
Not a bit. I had my cheerleaders with me, that was all right. Oh, yeah, I was just saying, it's a nice way to use all these like fun little bits and pieces that you get as well, isn't it, Jackie? Things that pop through your door or that you pick up when you're out and about, and you can, find a
bits of old tip.
I love that typewriter one. Did she say if it's loads of bits saved from last time you were into it? Yeah. That's why we can't ever throw anything away. Cast on a jumper with oldie yarn. That oldie yarn's pretty good, isn't it? I love that colour. It's a heat wave, but it'll soon be snowing. That is true. Yeah, see, I'm not at all bothered knitting this jumper. I know that it won't be long before I'll need it again. I'll be sitting here in the craft room in the poncho from last month. So Linda's saying, help needed, please. I finished some embroidery on the back of this denim jacket this morning. Oh, this looks good. Originally wanted to put the butterfly on the bottom part, but not sure if it'd be too much now. I must get round to finishing stitching on that painted denim jacket that I did. I mean, it's all right without the stitching, but I should finish it. Let's have a look. This looks... Oh, that looks fab. So what does everybody think? Do you know, I think it might be too much. I love it just as it is. Oh,
yeah,
I don't know. What do other people think? Pardon, Tom?
You don't want to overdo things.
No. I love it just to get just along that natural, where the seam is. And you could use the butterfly perhaps on a pair of jeans or something instead. Yeah, I don't know. I would leave it without. I think that's enough. I think you've got enough there, and that really, just those flowers against that denim, beautiful. Let me see if I can just zoom in a little bit more. Love it. How have you got that effect with the I'm going to call them alliums there. It looks like there's net
think about embroidery.
Over. Very, very pretty. Yeah. Hang on, let's get back up. Oh, sorry, Kathy. What a shame. See you next time. Hopefully your reception will be better. Did Kathy ever say whether she is in Australia or not? And I missed it. Got a feeling she is, in which case we've got 2 Kathys in Australia. Guess who's back in town? The boy is back in town.
You haven't seen it because you're so far behind on chat, but exciting members message.
Oh right, okay. I'm carrying on scrolling down.
She'll be with you in a minute.
Cut up book from Amazon. Oh, a book to cut them out. That's a good idea. Yeah. The thing is about printing it off yourself is you've got to be careful not to get, or if you've got an inkjet printer like me, which most of us have, you can't then put anything wet over the top of it. You've got to be careful. So if it's a printed book, you haven't got that worry, have you?
Yeah.
Missy sent you a typewriter card. It's a nice way to use it.
Laser printers are great for water fastness.
Yes, yeah.
Unless you spend a lot, they do rather limit you to black and white.
Yeah, yeah. I've had to stop with the recycling everything. I've had to actually make myself throw nicely shaped boxes and things away because I've just got too many, more than I'll ever use. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it just like it is. Hey! Thanks, Steve! One of my founding fartists. Member for 3 months. Thank you very much. We'll do our member thing in a minute. 51 peeps now. 51! Yeah, I think the general consensus, 51. Linda, it's chiffon net over the top. It's a lovely effect. So you've put down some sort of fabric first. I'm going to have to read that back afterwards, otherwise I've got to scroll back up again. Chiffon with net over
the top. So some sort of fabric will be chiffon, presumably.
Ah, right. Oh, okay. Oh, lovely. It's a really nice effect. And have you then done, French knots over the top of that, or seed stitches or something over the top of that? It's a lovely effect.
Yeah.
Sat down while bread cooks, coffee and muffin in hand. What kind of muffin, Carol? Hi, Kate.
I think we all need to go to Carol's house and have all this fresh bread and muffins.
Yeah. Yeah. Last time you asked someone to send you cake, was it Snoppy? No, it's Granny Sue, wasn't it? Granny Sue sent you a picture of some of that cake she was making. A picture of a
delicious-looking cake, yeah.
Carrot cake or something, wasn't it? You can buy a stabilising spray for making water-soluble ink stable. Ah, right. Oh, that's good to know. Do you know what it's called, Amo? I have experimented with using hairspray on it, which kind of works. But not
a joke, but reliably. Watered down PVA would work.
Yeah, but if it's watered down PVA, it will move as you... I mean, spray it with watered down PVA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a spray thing might have a carrier that will evaporate off faster, and won't, because you don't want it getting wet. That's the point, isn't it?
Don't water it down with water then.
Yeah.
You could use some of that lovely fixative spray that you bought that was terrible.
It was awful. Right.
But it was made from milk. How could it be bad?
Cinnamon muffin. Nice. I think the general consensus is leave it as is, Linda, I reckon. Save the butterfly for something else. Make a bag to go with it, or... The butterfly's too big to go on the front of the jacket, isn't it? But maybe... You could do it across the bum of a pair of jeans.
A bum to fly.
It would be nice on a bag too, or the front of a shirt, or back of a shirt. Yeah. Sue's making another mini book. Oh, I love Sue's little books.
That just look like a book if you were holding it.
Oh, one day, Sue, I'm going to invite myself to your studio again and have a day with you making a book. That would be so amazing.
Be careful, Sue, she'll never leave.
No, I wouldn't. I'd bring a sleeping bag and take up squatters' rights or something. 3 centimetres by 4 centimetres. Wow, that really is tiny. Well, you could make a little flick book out of that, couldn't you? So this is... Oh, what? This is Amo's scratch build. Oh, I didn't enlarge it. I didn't biggen this one. Wait a minute.
Biggen the small.
There we go. Better look at Sue's little mini book. I can't believe how tiny that is. Wow. So this is steampunk type clock. Collectio Temporis, made about 10 years ago, 18 by 22 inches. Need to change the batteries in the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So you've made it's like part of almost like a cabinet of curiosities there, which is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Like one of those, what do they call them? Composition trays or something, like printers compositor trays or something. And then the clock is in one of the sections. That is fab. I love it. And what a good place to keep all those little things. I've got drawers full of things like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. Love that. And what I've also got, talking about recycling things, there's a couple of kind of packaging boxes that would lend themselves very well to doing this kind of thing, which is why I've kept them. Yeah, let's have a look at that one. Collectio Temporis. Oh, I love it. That's another thing. Wouldn't that be a fabulous workshop? Like when you go on one of those kind of weekend retreats to make something gorgeous, that would be a lovely thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Is it sealed behind glass in the frame?
I'm assuming it is. Is it like a box frame with behind glass ammo, or?
It looks like it might be.
Yeah.
I would want it to be behind glass because that would gather dust.
Well, it's a bit like my
business.
room boxes gather dust really badly.
Well, yeah.
Hang on, I've missed all of the chat. Hang on.
That's just almost like your little speaker thing.
Jackie's used hairspray too. Oh yeah, it's gross, isn't it? I can still see your finger mark where you swiped the dust off it when you were here last. Let me know if you come to Suzanne, I'll be there too. Yeah, you're not far away, are you? We're going to descend on Sue. Oh. Joseph Cornell inspired. I don't know who Joseph Cornell is. Excuse me, I'm going to have to. Bear with. I haven't done a stroke of anything yet except talk and look at chat and Discord.
Oh, that's so unusual. Normally you get so much done in the streams.
Yes, I know. Normally I'm so industrious. Here's Ruby. Where's Baxter today? She's so pretty, Ruby, isn't she?
Looking very dignified there.
Oh, is this the one that's your dad's? Hayley. Oh. Well, I love it. Even love the old Marks and Spencer's carrier bag. Yeah. When my friend brought over some stash from her mum's old craft stash that she was clearing out because they were moving. I photographed everything. Once I'd sorted through it all, I took photos of it all to keep, including the bags that came out of it, because they were from like the 70s, or some of them were even perhaps a little bit older than that. But yeah, we were saying, weren't we, Tom, that even like the fact that the Tesco's carrier bag had a symbol on it telling you to make sure you threw the carrier bag in the bin. Didn't say anything about recycling or not using a carrier bag. Just
please don't throw it on the floor.
Yeah, just don't litter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, so Linda's saying, thanks everyone, I'll leave the jacket as is. It is quite tough sewing through denim, isn't it? Yeah. Hi, Sylvia.
Careful, Sue, you'll regret saying that they're welcome.
Hey.
You'll never get rid of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot that little bit. I'm gonna do a little screenshot of that. Keep to it. Hold you to it, Sue. So, Emma was saying,
should we pretend
love
to be one of
building
your
with papier-mâché, not behind
those?
glass. You can fiddle with it. Yes, it's nice to be able to pick things up, isn't it? But I do have a soft goat paintbrush to dust it.
It's for painting soft goats with.
Yes. Those ones that faint all over the place. If anybody hasn't watched Screaming Goats or Fainting Goats on YouTube, it just, hilarious. I've watched hours of those things, I think, over the years. I love goats, actually. Sylvia's put her jumper in the live stream. We'll go back in there and... Oh, no, we're already in there.
I
haven't even ever got out of it, have I? Oh, here's Deb's grumpy cat. You know what it is? It's all that blooming noise from your neighbours, Deb.
Well, apparently it is a neighbour's cat.
Oh, he's a handsome...
I love a grumpy cat.
He's a handsome boy.
I think she said she.
Or she's a handsome girl.
She's a handsome boy.
A beautiful cat. That's a beautiful cat. Funny enough, people used to always think my cat, who was a boy, was a girl. I think it's because he was quite petite built, wasn't he?
Not nearly as good at fighting as he thought he was.
Jeans. No, nothing like as big as he thought he was. Made a bag from some purple jeans that I dyed, wore, and then had to recycle due to holes. Oh, look, I love that effect. And that's something I've been toying with, tinkering with it over the last few days, a few different things actually. But
that's unusual because you don't normally do many crafts.
Because I love this effect. And I've seen a few different versions of this. I just think it's such an interesting effect.
It is quite good.
Yeah. One of those things that comes up when you search fabric manipulation. It's beautiful. What a nice way of using those. Oh, I bet that was a lovely pair. I bet that was a favourite pair of jeans, though. That's a pair of jeans that would go with a lot of my things.
Yeah, it is. Talking things that come up when you search.
Yeah.
Has any website emailed you a list of threads about any particular subject recently?
Tom keeps searching for things about being short. Every time I turn my back and he's in front of my computer, I come back up and it's like, what can I do about being so very, very short? I have problems.
Help, I can't reach the middle shelf.
Reaching the high shelf in supermarkets. Is 5'1" really short? And then today I got in my email, I got one of those things from, is it Cora or something? Cora Digest.
Yeah.
Which I had unsubscribed on before, but you've obviously kicked it off again. With a whole string of threads about people being short. It's very annoying.
See, the trick is to make sure it's in her Google history a lot and to actually click on the links. So then everything thinks she is interested in being short.
I get my revenge by making sure his YouTube account is full of crafting videos, though.
It already is.
That's true.
Just not yours.
Yeah. So, that's a nice colour. Oh, look, very similar pattern, isn't it? So, Kaz is saying, Annie, your jumper inspired me to pick up a WIP cowl I started last year. Similar basket weave look. Yes. Beautiful colours, Kaz. Love that combination of the turquoisey and the lime green, citrusy colours. Gorgeous. Oh, I like the sparkly fingernails. Oh, I'm so excited we're going to meet up in person.
Ooh.
Granny Sue's coming as well. And her friend, and Maggie Morris and her friend, and another Sue, so there'll be two Sues.
There's going to be room for
Diane, who else? Of course, Marion, who's going to be helping me with organising the little slow stitching corner. Possibly Viviana, you never know.
That'd be exciting.
Yeah. Shame about Annette not being able to get leave. She'd actually got so far as to book it and everything. Oh, Lucy, of course, Lucy.
I mean, not be able to get leave is the excuse I would use as well.
It's not an excuse. She'd actually booked.
I booked it, but unfortunately.
Oh, look, here's that inkjet fix stuff.
So yeah, it's just a varnish.
I guess that's the thing. It's got to be fast drying, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I ought to try and get hold of some of that. I think. The hairspray isn't too bad though.
No, it's basically the same thing, isn't it?
It's just not completely
spray varnish.
It also has a slight. It's not completely matte. I found one I had anyway. Yeah. Working on my commemorative tote for my uncles who died in World War One. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, what a nice thing to do.
Very nice.
Is the design completely your own design, or are you following a project or something? I mean, obviously you're putting your personal names in there, but where did your inspiration come from? I think it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing how that develops.
Also, when you've got
look at these boys. Now, I'm more of a cat person than a dog person, as you will probably all know, but they are adorable. Oh, look at their little faces. They all look like got very different personalities as well. I thought Sylvia said she'd put her jumper in here. Have you put it in the live stream or put it somewhere else, Sylvia? I haven't seen it. Tom, can you see it? Am I missing it?
Yeah.
Did you go and put it in Craft Show and Tell or something instead, Sylvia? Because it's definitely not here. General chat. Oh, look at that. Yum. Oh, I love that. Sylvia, I don't know where you put that picture because I can't find it.
It's in there now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. Hey, now that looks very familiar. Different rib, different style of rib. Mine's a 1-1 rib. But yeah, the basket weave looks exactly the same. You use it, yeah, you'll use the circular needles as well. I'm getting used to the circular needle thing. It's very convenient, actually. Tom is naughty. I think all Toms are naughty.
Hilarious.
Liz, all Toms are naughty. Oh dear, Sylvia, I've done that so many times. Right, I think I might actually come out of here and possibly even do a bit of knitting now.
I believe it when I see it.
Hang on. Yeah, no, that's all I need to do. No, I don't. I want this. So I think I'm back to row 1 again now. I found I can. What the reason I ended up keeping going wrong is that because basically the pattern is in like 2 blocks. You repeat rows 1 and 2, and then you for the next block you repeat rows 8 and 9, and then you either purl in between or knit in between. And I think that's where I was going wrong. I kept thinking I was on that first block instead of the second one or something. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing really, but hey ho. I'm certainly very glad not to have the normal type needles, because I think by now I'd be getting RSI here or something. Yeah. Because they would be getting quite heavy by now with all this.
Especially if you'd been doing the big size you're doing originally.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been crazy. I'd have been knitting a marquee, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
Going on counting to 5. I know. I think the danger is that I tend to, my head thinks once I've got it started here, it just thinks, oh, I'm just following through. I've gone wrong again. I can see it. Can you spot the obvious mistake? I'm not going to unpick it this time.
Is it the hole in the corner there?
Hole?
Oh, no, it's not a hole. It's a bit of black. It looked like a hole on the camera.
Done one too many rows there. Do you know, that's it. I'm not. Yeah, I think the danger is that my mind just thinks, yes, I probably will. Just on the back, so I won't see it, will I? People will be laughing, pointing and laughing behind my back. Oh, look, she's done one too many rows there. Yeah, I think what my head is doing is thinking, it's okay. I just know I just need to do the opposite from what's on here. It's fine. I just need to do that many rows and then do the opposite. And so it lulls me into a false sense of security, and I'm not keeping track properly. Originally, Little Sparrow was saying, originally my project was a tote from the museum in Ypres. So you bought that a very long time ago, and that is a lovely idea. So you went over to visit the graves, did you? Too many fingers.
Also, can I just point out, in this country we've got some place names that are spelled terribly.
Oh God, yeah, definitely.
We are not alone.
Especially in Norfolk. Why are you talking about that?
Well, look at where the museum was.
Yes.
How should that be pronounced?
It's something like Ypres.
Yeah.
But I know people like my great grandfather, who was killed in the war, would have called it wipers.
Exactly.
The Tommies called it wipers. Norfolk,
which would be far more sensible. Just like,
but it's a French
stupid places
name.
here.
Well, it's Belgian,
what I'm
isn't
saying
it?
is the
It's
French language
place.
is silly. Just like, well, not just like the English language. It's not quite as silly as ours.
No, ours is very silly. And Norfolk has got some ridiculous place names. Now I've lost myself now.
Talking of silly pronunciations, I introduced shorts to Dad's Army.
And what did you think of it?
And, well, he's still watching it, I believe. But he spelled Mr. Mannering exactly the way it should be spelled.
As in M-A-N-N-E-R. Yeah, mannering.
Exactly, yeah.
Instead of mane wearing. Why is mane wearing? And it's Chumley Warner. Cholmondeley.
Yeah.
It's spelled Chumley. It's pronounced Chumley. Yeah. Yeah.
Fanshawe.
Hey,
Don't even get me
Sharon.
started on Fanshawe.
Hello, Canada. Lucy Cade. That sounds much more fun. This is where I'm going wrong now, and I'm not really concentrating now either, so I will probably go wrong again. Wait a minute. Does it look like I've switched off? It's because I've switched off.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm going to trust that I've kept my tally properly and go with... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no
And then
way
we'll
that
soon
name
find
that I
out
just
if I'm
put in
wrong.
chat should be pronounced Chumley Fanshawe. That's not okay. It's clearly Cholmondeley
Feathershaw. Yeah.
Oh,
Featherstone Hay or something, isn't it?
yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Apparently Fanshawe.
Yeah.
How much inbreeding of rich people has to happen for that to be how you'd pronounce it?
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I suggest that Shorts was correct with his spelling of Mannering. So there.
I feel like this is going to go. I feel like this isn't going to be right. But it's actually because it's been like 2 days since I picked this up, I've now lost my way again. What is it with my head at the moment?
Sleep deprivation.
Could it possibly be that there are too many things in it? Yes, and sleep deprivation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things in it, and, you are very small, so there's not a lot of room for them.
And, you missed out, also very old.
Well, I wasn't thinking of that, because, we don't consider you to be very old around here. Compared to the rest of the audience, we...
Oh, ladies, are we going to take that line down?
Yes, because you're too old to stand up and fight.
I still feel like that's going to be wrong, but do you know what? I'm going to trust myself.
Was that the sound of members unsubscribing that I heard?
And if I have to unpick this again, I'm never going to knit live ever again.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to work well for you.
No.
So far, has any of the knitting you've done live survived, or has it all been unpicked?
All that didn't get unpicked is the rib.
Fair enough. That counts.
Some of the rib. Not all.
That half counts.
Yeah. I just feel like that one is going to be that's too long. This one's going to be too short. But it might be that that's what I thought last time, and hence I ended up doing an extra repeat of it.
Are you sure you're looking at the right side? Are you sure you're looking at the right side?
No. Yes, I must be, because that's where the thread was. All the best things come in small parcels, compact and bijou. Yes, and it will come to you, Tom. Jackie's absolutely right.
Not if I keep insulting you.
Oh, yes. Those free prescriptions are good, aren't they? Tom gets free prescriptions as well, mind you.
Yeah, well, I am
because
also
of the diabetes.
Old. Yeah. Apparently going to be getting even more free prescriptions now.
John now gets... Oh, is that all sorted, is it?
Yeah.
John now gets a free bus pass. I don't get that till I reach state pension age, so I've got a couple more years to go for that yet.
Yeah.
Old and short. It's awful, isn't it?
You had all those years to grow and you just didn't.
What we don't get after all the years of, when I was growing up, we were taught to give up our seats and hold doors open and all that kind of thing for older people. That's gone for Burton now. Nobody does that anymore. Now it's my turn.
No, I mean, my only question about that is, when were you ever growing up?
Yeah, my gran always, I can remember being on the buses with my gran, and she always would have made me stand for anyone.
Bye, Sue.
Anyone sort of older than 40, I think.
Yeah, the problem
Bye,
is...
Sue. Have a good brownies. Say hello to the girls for me.
A whole generation of awful old people came along before you and ruined it.
Ruined it. Grumpy old people
by just being rude and entitled.
Don't bother to say
awful.
Thank you, because I always brought you and Richard up to hold doors open for people and things like that, and the number of times,
of course,
two little boys standing there politely standing to one side holding doors for these old ladies who would sail through without giving them a second glance. So annoying.
I mean, Mickey Flanagan did a thing about that, didn't he?
Yes.
Holding the lift open for him.
Yeah. And then shutting it at the last minute because he learned his lesson. They
and
got
saying
their
a word
comeuppance.
as it closed.
Yes, we won't say that now.
It's not your favourite word,
good
but it was
line in
funny.
gaslighting. Yeah.
Definitely do a good line in gas.
Yeah,
Get
that's
that
true.
from my mother.
God.
This medication's going to make that worse as well,
Is
apparently,
it?
if that helps.
Have they told you that? Oh, dear.
Yeah. It's one of the common side effects.
Oh, seriously? Oh, my God. I'm never feeding you again.
Well, I should start taking it on a Sunday, because then I'll be feeling too sick to eat your food. And
It won't make you feel sick, will it?
oh, yeah. Yeah, to start with, it might make me vomit and everything.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Do you want to share with everyone what you're talking about, or do you not? Seeing as you're half talking about it anyway.
It's a medication for diabetes that I have to inject once a week.
Are you going to be all right doing the injections?
Yeah, probably.
I'll be happy to stab you on a Sunday if you like.
Yeah.
Or John would do it. When I had to have my anti-clotting stuff, when I had the op, John used to do them for me because I couldn't bring myself to do it to myself.
Yeah.
But I think I'd be right doing it to someone else. It's only a little sub-cut thing, isn't it, anyway?
Yeah. Little pen thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Vomiting we don't want.
Yeah, apparently that will pass.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Sharon. Just started on a similar med last week. Had to keep close to home.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I think we get the drift there. Yeah, Mandy will come up and jab
emergency
you.
procedures.
Oh. Oops. Yeah, I think your column was on the same thing. I think we said about that, didn't we, when we were up there, Jackie? Hopefully it will agree with you. I'm working on a jumper, Fizzy Bee. Hello! And it's knitting, not crochet, so I'm a bit kind of cack-handed with knitting and not very good at it.
It's gone so well so far.
Yeah, see, I was
everything's
questioning...
gone right first time.
You know, when I was questioning myself just now and saying, I'm not convinced, I feel like I need to do another row of that, I think that's what I must have done here, and that's why I've ended up with too long of a square there.
Yeah, it's probably happened a few times.
Yeah, where I questioned it and I shouldn't have.
And then you notice several patches later.
Yeah, exactly.
Have to unpick the whole thing.
But I'm not doing it this time. I'm going to leave that one. I'll show Fizzy Bee this is what I'm knitting. So this is from the Stitch Kit Craft of the Month box from last month, and so it was men's crafting. So this was supposed to be a jumper for Tom or maybe for John, but neither of them is a jumper wearer really. Tom wears t-shirts in the snow. So I'm going to have it, which I'm very pleased about because I love it. It's really lovely wool. It's got some wool in it.
Cold in like 30-degree weather.
I am. No, not at 30 degrees, but in 20 degrees I might be. I have been in 20 degrees. My circulation
23.
is awful. So this is mostly acrylic, but it's got 25% wool. So, and it doesn't feel like, sometimes things with woolen feel a bit itchy to me, but this feels quite nice. And it's so pretty. What did we say this was called? Jen, was it? What was it? Nebs. These flecks in the duck egg colour.
Something
like
that.
Call it? Nep. Not nebs. Nep. Nebs is nebulizers. Don't want them in your jumper. It's lovely. I love the pattern that's coming up. Although I've unpicked this so many times because I just kept losing count of this. And you would think once you've done like one pattern repeat, that's it. But it's the point where you transition from one to the other, which I kept getting wrong. So I kept unpicking it. I've actually probably knitted all of this twice over, I would say, from unpicking bits and starting again.
Surely as long as you get it wrong the same amount across the entire row, it'll just change the length of the thing a little bit and not matter too much.
Like there. I don't think that's going to jump out. It will to me. You know what I'm like? I'll see the pattern. I'll see it. But as it's on the back, I won't.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't see it too often anyway.
If you were losing count a different amount as you went across the thing, then the whole bottom of it would start slanting and it would look awful. Yeah. But if it's one entire row,
if you lose count part way along the row, it ends up being out of sync, and you can see very quickly that that's happened. It's also quite awkward.
Whenever you wear it, and you'll be fine.
Pardon?
Do Jolo taxi dancing. No one will notice the jumper.
Oh, lost my thread. Oh yeah, it's also very awkward trying to knit at arm's length under a camera, I find.
Yeah.
So Frizzy B, who does a lot of crochet, she's got a really good camera setup so you can see you can see her and you can see what she's doing. But I'm not really set up for it very well. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, I think it's good. It's been good to make me get more used to knitting. I'm very glad to have tried the circular needles. That is a bit of a game changer for me, I have to say, because I would struggle with this size of needle with this weight of fabric on it, you know.
Yeah.
And actually, if I didn't keep making stupid mistakes and having to unpick it, it would be quite quick because it's chunky wool. It knits up pretty fast, and this is a 6mm needle, so it's actually, you know, it's quite fast, really. So I think, am I purling now or knitting now? Wait a minute. Go back to here again. Purling. I'm not trusting myself or my tally. I'm very glad to have discovered well, I didn't discover it. It was, you know, by myself. It was Jen who put me onto it. The magic knot thing for joining the thread when you run out of yarn.
Yeah.
And I still can't quite believe how it works either. Yes, that is it, Jen. And with crochet, I can see exactly where I am. I can see where I've decreased. I can see what I need to do next. I can unpick it very easily and pick it up again. With knitting, I struggle to even count the rows, and I think it's just lack of experience. But yeah, that's definitely it. You need to be able to look at the knitting and see what you've done. Read the knitting, not the pattern. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Well, by the end of these 5 jumpers, you will have knitted.
Yeah. Yeah. Round in the corner of it. Yeah.
I know it's not enough fingers.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
See, I went to change there and I shouldn't have. I should be just doing a row of just purl now. Mad, isn't it?
Don't mess it up.
Yeah. Sylvia's working on it. Is it still chunky yarn you've got, Sylvia? It's definitely a lack of fingers. I sometimes wish for an extra hand, I have to say.
Well, I try to help by patting you on the head with one, but you always complain. Like it's annoying or something.
Yes. I'm itching to see what Stitch Kit have in store for me next month. Rachel reckons I should get my box maybe, should say sent out on Monday, or it should arrive by Monday, I think.
Excited?
Yeah. Slight excitement, slight trepidation.
I don't know how they get the boxes out so efficiently, considering the sort of bespoke nature.
Considering that, I know.
Just...
So when people pre-order, what they say is they'll make sure you've got them within a day or two of the first of the month. So on the first of the month, my video opening the box will go out. They changed the website to include what they've got on there. That sentence didn't make sense. Don't know if that's going to be the case anymore. That's why I'm questioning myself partway through, because of the way they've changed things now. Maybe they won't need to change the website every time. Don't know. And they make sure that people who pre-order have got their boxes like pretty much the same time as I have, really, or certainly the same time as I put the video out. And each of those people who pre-orders fills in the questionnaire with their own likes and stuff. So each of those people, they're making up the box according to their preferences. So it's not like they just can make up like a whole stack of boxes ready to go out. They've got to make them up as they're ordered according to people's questionnaires that they've done. So it must be quite a busy time. Fun,
interesting
though.
to see a behind the scenes thing of how they
we'll have to have a little
all.
guided tour, Rachel or Kirsty, if you're still watching. Do us a little guided tour. Send me a clip and I'll put it in the opening video or something. That'd be good. Must be quite fun though, making the boxes up for people, picking out the colours according to what someone said they like, or choosing according to their skill level, because I mean maybe they would have chosen a blanket, not a jumper for me, if they'd known how cack-handed I was going to be.
Send you a pre-made blanket.
It's not like I'm not capable of doing the decreasing or following the pattern and stuff. I'm fine with that. I just don't seem to have been capable of keeping up with the pattern. My current headspace, the pattern, as in when you're doing it the texture.
On a live.
Pardon? Yes, doing it live is different.
That's to be expected.
Yeah. But it was happening when I was carrying on in the evenings as well, Tom. I can't totally blame being live.
Was that post-gin?
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah. I will forever associate this jumper now. Every time I wear it, I'll be thinking of The Handmaid's Tale, because I binge-watched through all of the previous seasons of Handmaid's Tale, ready for the new ones to start. This sixth and final season.
Oh, Rachel was helping a crafts group. How can she help? Well, we were just saying it'd be lovely if we had like a little mini guided tour thing.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about how difficult it must be to put all these boxes together.
Especially the early pre-order ones. Yeah, or any of them, getting them out in such good time when you're making each one up for each person. We reckon a little behind the scenes guided tour on a little bit of footage that I could include in an opening video maybe would be fun. One day we'll be up your way and we'll come and visit in person. That would be good too. Forgot where you are now. You in Derby. Where are you? I've forgotten. Oh, patchwork one. Ah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, patchwork is one of their things, isn't it? I've just been doing a little patchwork project, which the video will come out on Friday, actually. Doing a little... well, channel members can see it already, actually. If you're watching, you can see it before I put the ads on. It was using up some fabrics from my friend's mum's craft stash. and I wanted to make them a little present that would be a nice way of using them, and a kind of a keepsake thing, and also a new welcome to your new home kind of present, you know. So yeah, I do love a bit of patchwork, and I have got a lot of pieces I can use. Yeah, see, that's actually, no, it isn't, it's wrong. It's wrong, I've done too few this time, look.
Well, that'll balance the one that's too many.
I'll balance out this one, won't it? And then I'll go...
Yeah, did it on purpose.
Don't know what is the matter with me.
Yeah, talking of British place names that are spelled wrong, you are in what could only possibly be pronounced Worcester.
Worcestershire, yeah. What's your sister? What's your sister's sauce?
Oh dear. See, that's one of the things I could forgive the Americans for having trouble pronouncing it.
Yeah. We do have some really stupid names. Mind you, we were saying the other day, it's not just us, is it? Because Kansas and Arkansas. What's that about?
Yeah. It's either Kansas and Arkansas or Kansas and Arkansas.
Thanks, Kirsty. Be careful what you offer. Oh, that would be. I would love to do it. I've never been. Where else is I'm trying to think of how near I've been. Where is Tom? Tell me where Worcester is near to. Are you actually in Worcester, the town, or the city? Yeah. Worcester as in Jeeves, and yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
It's near Birmingham, if that helps.
Yeah. Well, I have actually been to Birmingham. Birmingham's not too difficult to get to on the train from Norwich. I mean, I think it takes about 4 hours, but you can get a straight through to Birmingham train from Norwich, I think. It's not Worcester. It's you've got too many H's in there, Frizzy B. So it's yeah. WRC, no H, ESTER Shire. Looks like Worcestershire. Yeah. Worcester. See?
And the Shire part, especially with speaking quickly, is often just pronounced sh.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, not Shire. We don't usually say Shire unless you're talking about where the hobbits live, the Shire. But normally it's Shire. Yeah.
It varies, of course, from place to place.
Yes, it does sound a bit German. Worcester. Sure, yeah.
It could well be.
Yeah. I love Worcestershire.
It's one of those things that people act like it's hard to pronounce. It's very, very easy to pronounce. You just need to remember that it's nothing like it's spelled.
You just need to ignore at least half of the letters.
Isn't difficult to say.
Yeah.
You see all the people online saying, "Oh, it's the impossible to..." Is it no,
that's
just Worcester. This is fine.
Yeah.
Just remember not to read the letters, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Am I going to be able to live with that, or will I unpick this again the minute the stream is over? And no,
can you bear to unpick it again?
I can probably live with that.
Yeah, if you did one too long and one too short, cancels out. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just balancing things up.
Yeah.
Yes, the secret is not looking, Emily. Definitely.
Yeah. Pronounce it with your eyes shut. Easy.
Yeah. So annoyed with myself. I can't seem to follow this simple pattern. I need to just sit and quietly get on with it. Oh, how are we doing for time? I think what I'm going to do now...
Plenty.
Is quickly do my shout out to members. Rather than leave it to the very last minute like I did last time. So, I hope I have successfully updated the list of members. There should be 21. On top of the list will be Karen. Yes! So Karen's our newest member. That was just yesterday. I think Karen was here earlier on, wasn't she? 51 people.
Yeah, I just remember one of the things we needed to fix when I was there on Sunday.
Oh, what was that?
The shadow that goes under the blue thing at the top doesn't extend all the way across.
Oh, what? Nobody's going to leave now.
Trying to walk you through
nobody can stand to look at that. Nobody's going to even notice that.
No,
so
if
thank
you
ever
guys
so
want to
much
unsubscribe, having seen that,
all of those
free.
people. We really, really appreciate every single one of you.
We do.
So much so that you're going round again now. If anybody's interested in joining, there should be a button around here somewhere that says join, which will tell you all about it. If you click on it, it'll tell you all about it. And there's also one that says subscribe. Make sure you do that if you haven't already. Well, you don't have to, you know. Don't click it if you've already done it before, because that will unsubscribe you.
Yeah, I mean, it should say unsubscribe if...
It doesn't, though.
I mean, it says subscribed,
it does.
and then you click on it and you have to choose unsubscribe as an option. It's almost impossible to unsubscribe accidentally.
Yeah, but don't forget, some of us are doing it on a phone. We haven't all got your 2020 eyesight.
Yeah. But you only have to click once to subscribe. Also, YouTube does like to unsubscribe people without their consent.
Oh,
Lots of people have complained
when they're doing
about
their
that.
tidying up or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happens. Just like there are people that I could swear I know for a fact I was subscribed to because it gave me notifications, and then suddenly I'm not.
Schultz has now clicked it 9 times.
Well, as long as it's an odd number of times,
I think that's
and he
okay.
wasn't
I think you're still subscribed
before.
whether you like it or not, Schultz.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have the what's for dinner. I meant to ask that question last week and I forgot because I had a really good one.
Lazy.
Well, it's gross, actually. It's not nice at all. Because what we had for dinner that day was steak and kidney. Not something I would choose to cook or choose to eat, to be fair. I'm a bit take it or leave it with meat altogether, really. But I'm not adamantly vegan or anything, but we don't eat much meat these days, but I think John misses meat. Anyway, he proudly came home from Morrison's with a pack of pig's kidneys. It was 2 whole pig's kidneys. They were huge. They were like the size of a really big fat chicken breast each.
Just imagine how big the pig was.
I had to not think about it. It really made me think about the pig.
Yeah.
The thing about kidneys is they smell of what they're made to process to me. They smell of pee. So I had to...
With good reason, of course they do.
Not only that, but I had to cut up these raw kidneys to get rid of all the gumphies that you don't want to eat. My hands... I had... The next day after... So I had slow cooked all this... in the end, the day before we were streaming last time, so that I could just reheat it for dinner that night on the night of the stream. And so it had been a good 24 hours. I could still smell pig's pee on my hands for like 2 days afterwards. I'd washed my hands I don't know how many times. I'd obviously had at least 1 shower in between when I would have washed my hair, so all of that. I'd also used, in the end, I dug this stuff out, which is quite strongly scented, gorgeously smelling, hang on, but extremely expensive. I got this little sample hand gel, absolutely lovely smell. But anyway, so I used that several times, I'm sure it wasn't just in my head, I could still smell this. And then I had to reheat it and the whole house smelt of pig's piss again. Ugh.
Yeah.
So, but he bought it because it was on offer in Morrison's to get rid of that day, hence I couldn't even put off cooking it. And it was like these 2 huge kidneys were like 58p or something. But then in order to...
Yeah,
I
you
said,
couldn't pay me to take those away.
Oh, no. In hindsight, I should have just put them straight in the bin, I think, but I don't like wasting food.
Lots of sensible suggestions about wearing gloves. That would
wish
work.
I'd thought
but
of
I
it.
think
So wish I'd thought of it. Yeah.
Frizzy B's suggestion of telling him never to buy those again
I did
is
that.
far more
Don't ever
effective.
do this again. In fact, partway through cutting up the kidneys, I went out there looking, God knows what colour I was by this stage, and said, don't ever, ever buy these again. His answer to that was, well, I love kidneys. And I said, well, we're going to need...
You're welcome to prepare
it's
them
usually
yourself.
steak and kidney. So he did come back with a pack of steak to go with it. But that was like over £5 for this tiny amount of casserole steak. So in the end, I don't think we saved very much. And I think normally when it's steak and kidney, you'd have like at least twice as much steak to kidney, wouldn't you? But this was definitely erring on the kidney. Oh. I mean, I made it. It came out. It apart from the smell of the tang of pig's urine, it it came out tasting nice. It made a nice gravy and stuff. But never again. Never again.
The offal as a concept is great. If we're going to kill an animal, we should use as much of it as we can. Doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy eating it, though.
Yeah. No. And I don't mind liver, actually. I can eat, and I can cook chicken liver pate. I'm all right doing that. But I tend to cook it and then cut it up with chicken livers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got one of those...
Just... If you enter a public bathroom and it smells of vanilla, you don't want to ask questions. Funny enough, my friend Trina, her husband Chris, cannot bear the smell of vanilla room fragrances, and part of the reason is he associates it with the smell of vomit and stuff, whatever else it might be covering, so it's put him off it. Yeah,
you've got one of those stainless steel soap things, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Did that not get the stench off?
I don't know where that is at the moment. I wonder if that's been tidied away.
That's not going to help, is it?
I know it works for garlic. If you've got garlic on your hands, it gets rid of it. I don't really understand how it works, but... but God, yeah. Oh. When I was a little kid, someone's mum tried to give me liver for lunch. Went home and hid under the bed. Oh.
Fair enough.
Oh. Does it get rid of the stinker kidneys, Lorraine? Is that the voice of experience there? Yeah.
Best way to get rid of the stink of kidneys is to leave them in the pig. In hindsight,
I should have just for 58p. I should have chucked them in the bin. It's deeply ingrained in me not to waste food. Wasting food.
Yeah.
Is like a crime to me. I
think there's a reason they were reduced.
He doesn't cook himself.
No one wanted to deal with massive pig kidneys.
I should have made him cut it up and cook it himself. I would have ensured that he would never buy it again. But
yeah. There you go.
Sorry, Sally Jo. We're talking about pissy kidneys. I mean, it's not. I have vaguely had an idea in my head that are you meant to like soak them in milk or something weird like that before you cook them? Am I making that up?
I think the trick is to
not buy them.
Open a bag, put them at the bottom of the bag, tie it up, and put it in the bin.
Leather and onions.
Yeah, nice.
See you later, Jackie. Thanks for popping in. Not popping in, staying with us for quite a long time. Yeah, it's. I think it's. I mean, I probably speak for quite a few of us here. Our parents came out of the war years when Mum grew up with rationing still going on. Rationing went on quite a long time after the war. And so there's this deeply ingrained thing, I can't bear seeing someone waste food, Milk works. Right, it's liver that I'm thinking of, is it? Go to the store, go to pick up the kidneys, and instead pick up whatever, anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Bottle of toilet cleaner.
No, that's not what I want to do. Oh dear. So what was everybody else having? Let's think about some nice food.
Something better than kidneys.
Just back, Grand Girlie was delighted. Oh, nice sunny walk. It's beautiful weather we're having, aren't we? Pork cracklings in the microwave, burnt them, and the kitchen stunk for a week. Oh, I reckon it's the pigs getting revenge, making sure if we're going to eat them, they're going to stink.
Well, they're very intelligent animals.
Balancing alkaline acid.
They're also very delicious animals.
Yeah, I do worry about eating pigs though. I feel a bit... I'm just checking I haven't missed anything else that people are eating. I want to see something nice that someone's eating. I've put everybody off. Here we go. Chicken and wild rice soup with garlic bread. Oh, that sounds delicious. We're going to have dal and rice tonight. I think I'm going to make it a coconut dal, actually, just for a change. Yeah, I love a dal.
Good luck hobbling, Sylvia.
Hobbling?
You said I got to go hobble to the bathroom.
Oh, Thai green curry tonight. Awful,
Nice.
awful. It's awful. It's awfully awful. I'm definitely not an awful eater. I'm not really so. I'm just not a very keen meat eater at all these days.
No.
I don't. I kind of feel like I don't. I'm not precious about which types of animals I eat and stuff. I think, and if it's waffle, if it's offal that I haven't had to prepare myself, someone else has cooked it and it's done nicely, I wouldn't have an aversion to eating it. I don't mind like the thought of it or anything, but kidneys literally smell of what they're for. You know, no, not
Awful
kidney
waffles
beans.
do
Kidney
sound
beans
awful
would be
shots,
right.
yeah.
Tortilla casserole, lazy enchiladas. That sounds good. Lasagna and chips. You just had lasagna and chips. Lasagna for lunch. You always have your main meal at lunchtime, don't you, Sylvia? I've noticed that. So just a sandwich later. So I very rarely eat breakfast unless I'm on holiday. I will eat a late brunch / lunch, but it won't be much. My main meal is definitely evening. Yeah. Just making sure I haven't missed anybody. Well, I've done beggar all, and what I've done is wrong, isn't it? But
Well, you waffled.
Maybe next time will be something I find it easier to keep up with during a live.
The thing you need to remember is these streams are titled WIP and Waffle Wednesday.
Yeah, so it's definitely more waffle.
If you didn't waffle, you'd have been lying to people.
Oh, unplanned visit / sighting of the abattoir years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awful waffles definitely would be something to be avoided. Shorts, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, I try not to remember Fatty and Arbuckle. They were our pigs. Yeah. Leftover chicken mince with red lentils and a herby passata sauce with rice. That sounds rather gorgeous. Julie's preparing cherry cheesecake and then ziti. What's ziti? Ziti and spaghetti sauce with cheesy garlic. I've got my mouth watering. Costco roast chicken with steamed broccoli and green beans for our keto supper. Sounds good and sounds healthy too. I think that's probably it. I don't think I've... Yeah, Snoppy. It wasn't sheep though, it's pigs. Definitely quite clearly said pigs. Yeah. Yeah, no thank you very much. I don't think that'll ever happen again. He really enjoyed it though. I did them with like because you know traditionally it's steak and kidney pie. I made like not really, it's like a dumpling mixture, but I rolled it out like pastry, so it was kind of, I used veggie suet instead of another fat, so I used veggie suet, which is a joke really, considering what was what it was on top of. Yeah. But just sort of almost mixed it up like scones, but thinner. Yeah, that worked out really nicely.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's right. People do put all sorts of things into waffle irons.
Yes.
Much to our Belgian friends' disgust.
Oh, yeah. Hearts, that's another one. And when we were in that Brazilian kind of restaurant in Norwich, I forgot the name of it, beginning with E. Oh, you know what I mean? And it's all basically grilled meats, really. Delicious. If you're a meat eater, it's a real treat. Not cheap, but that's not surprising. But one of their specialties is like you get a long skewer with chicken hearts on it, barbecued, which I was intrigued by, but couldn't bring myself to actually try. I do think, we shouldn't waste things, and I do like that, the fine dining chefs these days. I mean, in the old days, the fine dining chefs would just use like the breast of a chicken and the rest for stock, and but these days it's very much they use everything, don't they? Which I think is a good thing. But
yeah.
I think it'd be a better thing. We've said this before on a live, but it'd just be a better thing if we all just ate meat a little bit less often and paid a bit more for it, so it could at least be happy animals.
Yeah, if we could be sure that. Obviously, I mean, it's not great that they're being killed for them.
No,
they'd rather not be, I'm sure. But if they can be treated as humanely as possible until they're killed,
yeah,
that would obviously be more expensive,
including how they're slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is cheap. That's the thing. It is cheap. Yay! It's hello again, goodbye, Sylvia. Just now, it flashed through my head to do something before we go, and now it has left my head again.
Were you going to look at Discord?
I was just going to have a quick look, just in case. Yeah, I'm just going to do a last Discord peek. Hang on. Was that Snoppy's knitting there? I think it was.
Ooh, pig trotters, yes.
Oh, it's another one. Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah. I take it or leave it with meat, and to be honest, if I was just cooking for myself, I don't think I'd be bothering with meat at all. Yeah. Oh, these are nice. Where's my thingy in the way there? Oh, there we are. Quite happy so far. That's it. My chat thing was my reactions thing was over half of Andrea's message. I love these shapes, Andrea. Are they different leaf shapes? Or are they just random abstract shapes that give the impression of leaves? They're really nice shapes. And what are you going to do with them? Yeah. That reminds me, there's a particular artist. Usefully, my head won't remember the name at all now. Used to use a lot of cutout papers and things. Can anybody remember what it's called? That puts me in mind of that. Different kinds of shapes, but similarities. Matisse, is it Matisse I'm thinking of? Yeah. There's two people saying Matisse, so yeah.
They must be right.
Missed the fresh veg this year, but life just got too busy. Can't do everything, Snoppy. Just can't do everything. There were leaves originally, and you don't know what next steps. One bit at a time. Enjoy every stage of the process. That's the thing. Well, I think I'm just going to, once more, in case anybody came in late and didn't see it, just to prove that the thing I don't always, I do sometimes finish things. This is the clock. Hands have come off now.
Well.
No, there it is. Well, the hands weren't ever on. But yeah, so this is the clock I started in the stream last week. So last week it pretty much all looked like that. And that's what it looks like now. I've added all the finishes to it and stuff. Let's go back here again. There we go.
You got it upside down.
Am I upside down? Am I upside down now?
Well, I mean, 12 is at the bottom.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Expert,
I thought you meant my shot was upside down. Yeah. So this is after I've applied all the rusty, metallic-y kind of different effects. Yeah. Unfortunately, the handles don't fit. They sent me the wrong hands. They sent me the wrong set of hands, but they have been very good. They came back to me in like half a day and apologised and said they've already got a new set of hands in the post, which I thought was pretty good service. So once those are on and I've made sure it's all working, it should be working. I haven't put a battery in yet, so then this will be going as a giveaway for the next live stream. I'm not going to be doing the regular big old giveaways like I was doing anymore, because it just got to be a bit too dodgy with worries about people being scammed on, via the Facebook group and things. I will be doing occasional kind of giveaways related to projects that I'm working on. Put it that way. Yeah. And that was kind of it meant to be fitting in with crafting for men, because I think that's something, I don't think that steampunk is just for men, but I think it's something that a lot of the male crafters on YouTube do a lot of steampunky projects as well. So yeah.
They do, yes.
It's something that would have kind of male appeal, isn't it?
Very true.
Oh, you enjoy that, Debs. Have one for me.
One bottle.
I'm still after. Wasn't it Debs that was on the Archers earlier on? I could do that. See, it's summer, Archers time. More than pins for me. Yeah. Archers topped up with champagne. Nice. Right, I need to be heading out as well. Thanks ever so much, everybody, for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's been fun. We managed to keep going despite Tom's temporary absence part way through, which is good.
Yeah, you survived. I don't need to bother turning up next week.
Oh no, that's not. No. Yes. Thanks very much, everyone. I think that's all I need to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bye. Hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Bye. Oops. Oh, seriously, you should see the pile of crap around me in this room. I'm glad you can't. Maybe I should take a picture.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Behind the scenes.